Good morning, guys. Good morning. Pray all is well. Brief word as we continue in our studies of Daniel chapter 6. Our title for this morning, Never Neglect the Power of Your Influence. Never neglect the power of your influence. King Darius went down that morning, called out to Daniel, Daniel, are you there? As the God that you served saved you. Daniel responds, surprising and shocking the king. Yes, the God that I have continually served has saved me from the lions. He says he sent the angel to close the mouths of the lion, and I'm protected. No harms, no scratches. King Darius orders for Daniel to be lifted out of the lion's den, and when he lifts Daniel out, says that he calls for all the men who had betrayed Daniel and tried to put him in his place in position, not tried, but put him in his place in a position to be thrown into the lions' den along with their wives and children. Says the lions immediately devour them, and it says that the king. This is the part that I want you to focus on. It says the king he makes an order and a decree for everyone on the entire earth to serve the God of Daniel. King Darius believes now he has big faith. He has big faith in the God that Daniel served, the one, the true God, the living God, who sits high, looks low, and has power and glory in his hands. Marcus, what are you trying to say? What is the word for me this morning? The word is never neglect the power of your influence. Daniel was faithful with his back against the wall, regardless of what it was going to cost him, be it his life, his position of leadership. He didn't care. He was going to remain faithful to God because he knew that he wanted to be faithful and true to God, but two, he realized his influence. And many of us, not many of us, all of us, just like Daniel, man, there are people watching us. Be it kids, be it adults, be it co-workers, be it complete strangers. There are people watching our every single move, seeing what we're going to do, seeing what we are going to say, seeing how we're going to act, seeing how we're going to respond. And guess what? They mimic what we do because they look up to us. Man, so many bad things that I did growing up, it was because I was watching my parents, watching people that I grew up with and that I lived around and in the neighborhood. I did things, good or bad. I did things because I saw others do them, because their influence on me. It altered what I did. It guided the decisions and the choices that I made. So what am I telling you, man? Be cautious of what you do and what you say. That was the big reason for me trying to get on this straight and narrow walk for the Most High, because it got to a point in my life where I realized, man, I had a lot of influence. My words, my words were powerful. My actions were powerful. People looked at me and listened to me. They followed instruction, and they did things that I did, and that was an eye opener for me, because I began to realize, man, I ain't trying to go to hell. If heaven and hell are truly real, and I truly believe they are, I ain't trying to go to hell because I led people astray, but because of my actions and my decisions and my choices. And I get to judgment day, and God says, Marcus, you know what? You had a lot of influence. You had a lot of power. You had a lot of influence, and you used it in the wrong way. You used it in the wrong fashion, and because you used it in the wrong fashion and wrong way, you're going to have to spend eternity in hell. That right there got me on the straight and narrow, because I don't want to be the cause of someone going in the wrong direction. I don't want to be the cause of someone making bad choices and bad decisions. I know some saying, well, it's up to them. It's up to them. I didn't make them do it. I didn't make them say it. Well, guess what, man? People are looking at you. You are molding. We are molding people's thoughts and actions and choices and decisions. And if we ain't doing the right thing, if we ain't saying the right thing, guess what? We are leading so many people astray. So again, recognize that your influence is so powerful. Don't neglect the power of your influence. Daniel didn't neglect it. And guess what took place? Not only the king, but everyone under the king began to believe and serve God Almighty because of their choices and their decisions. because of Daniel's choices and decisions. That's the word for you. Have a blessed day.